Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to talk about arrow function syntax. Now, arrow function is a new syntax which is introduced in ES6 version of JavaScript. And using this syntax, we can write anonymous functions in a slightly shorter way. Let's try to understand this with an example. Here, let's go ahead and let's create a function. And here I'm going to use function expression syntax. Let's call it greet. And here we are going to use the function keyword followed by a set of parentheses. And inside that, we are going to write a console.log statement. And here, let's say greet function called. All right, let's go ahead and let's call this greet function. And if we save the changes, you can see this message logged greet function called. Now here, this is an anonymous function because for this function, we are not specifying a name. So we are creating this function using anonymous function syntax and we are assigning that function to this greet variable. So this is function expression syntax and this is an anonymous function because for this function we have not used a name. Now this same function we can write using arrow function syntax. Now what do we do in arrow function syntax? In the arrow function syntax, we don't use this function keyword at all. We use parentheses like this, and after that, we use arrow syntax. For that, we use equal to and then greater than. And this is called as arrow syntax. And the function is created. If I save the changes, this function will still run. So using this arrow function syntax, we are creating a function. We are assigning it to this greet variable. And then we are calling that function. So inside that function, we are simply logging a message. That message has been logged here. So to create an arrow function syntax, you create a variable, you use equal to sign. After that, you use a set of parentheses like this. Then you use arrow symbol, equal to and greater than. And then you use curly braces like this. And inside that, you write your function body. In the function body, you can write anything, any function body. Here I am simply writing console.log statement. And here I'll say arrow function called. All right, let's save the changes. And now you will see arrow function called. So this is how we create an arrow function. Now to this arrow function, if you want to pass a parameter, you can simply specify the parameter list in these parentheses. For example, let's say I want to pass a name parameter and I want to pass time of day parameter. And then I want to use the value of these parameters inside this console.log statement. So here what I will do is I'll use backticks and inside that I'll use template literal syntax. So here let's say hello and then I'm going to use template literal syntax and there I will use name parameter and after that let's say good and then let's again use template literal syntax and there let's use the value of this time of day parameter. Okay, and then now when we are calling this greet function we need to pass the value for name and time of day parameter. So for the name let's pass John and for the time of day parameter let's pass morning. And now if I save the changes, you'll see that in the result we have hello John, good morning. So basically we are using the value of the name parameter and time of day parameter in this string value. And based on that, this result has been generated. So in this way, we can also pass parameter to the arrow function by specifying it within the parenthesis. Now let's say your arrow function is simply taking a single parameter. So for example, let's say we don't have this time of day parameter. And here we will simply say good morning. So when the arrow function takes a single parameter, in that case, these parentheses are also not required. You can simply omit these parentheses. And if I save the changes, it should still work. So it says, hello, John, good morning. So here we are using the value of name parameter, and then we simply say good morning. So in this way also, when you have a single parameter for your function, then in the arrow function syntax, you don't need to wrap that single parameter inside parentheses. But if you have multiple parameters, that means if you have more than one parameter, in that case, you will have to wrap it within parentheses. If I use this time of day parameter again, I cannot use it like this. In that case, I'll have to wrap it within parentheses like this. Then only it will work. Otherwise, we will have an error. So again, here, let me go ahead and let me use time of day parameter. Okay. Another thing is, If your function body, when you're using arrow function syntax, if in your function body you have a single line of code, then you can also omit these parentheses. But in that case, you will have to write the complete function in a single line like this. Okay, so when you have a single line of code in your function body, you can omit parentheses and move it in the same line. If I go ahead and if I save the changes, it is still working. But if you have more than one line of code, in that case, you will have to wrap it in parentheses. Okay, in that case, you cannot write multiple lines of code for an arrow function without using parentheses. If I have one more line of code here, for example, I'll just create a variable, let's say x equals 10. In that case, I will have to wrap this function body within parentheses because now it has multiple lines of code. Another very important point about arrow function syntax is, let me actually go ahead and let me create one more function. So here I'm going to create a variable. I'll call it add, and I'm going to create this function using arrow function syntax. This function is, let's say, going to take two parameters, x and y, and from within this function, we are simply going to return the sum of x and y. Okay, let's call this add function, and there let's pass 20 and 30, and this add function, it is going to return us a value. Let's go ahead and let's log it in developer console. If I save the changes, it has logged 50. So it is logging the value as expected. The sum of 20 and 30 will be 50. But now, since we have a single line of code here, we can omit these parentheses. That is not required. So I'll go ahead and I'll remove this opening parenthesis, and I'll also remove the closing parenthesis. Now, if you have a single line of code in your arrow function and you're not using parentheses for that, in that case, you cannot use this return keyword. You'll have to remove it. If you want to use return keyword, then you will have to wrap it within parentheses like this. Okay, then only it will work. If I save the changes, it is working as expected. But if I want to remove the parenthesis, in that case, I cannot use return keyword. So I'll have to remove it. But remember that even though we are not using return keyword here, by default, JavaScript will use return keyword in place of this. So here we are simply saying x plus y, but we are not using return keyword to return the value of x plus y. So we are not specifying it explicitly, but this expression here, since we are not using parenthesis, it is going to return this value. So if I save the changes, you will still see 50 logged here. That's because this value is getting returned. We are not using return keyword, but remember that this value is getting returned. But if I use parenthesis, then I will have to use return keyword in order to return this value. If I don't use return keyword now, it is not going to return anything, and by default, undefined will be returned. So you see, undefined is logged because now this function is not returning any value. Since I have used parenthesis, I will have to explicitly use return keyword to return that value. But when we are not using parenthesis, then we don't need to use this return keyword. So this is very important to understand because many beginners, even me also when I was a beginner, I was making this mistake. Because in the arrow function syntax, as I said, if we don't use parenthesis, then we don't need to use the return keyword. But if we use parenthesis, even if we have a single line of code, we need to use the return keyword. If you miss this, it is not going to return the value. And because of that, it creates a lot of confusion among beginners. All right. So in this lecture, we learned about the arrow function syntax. For the arrow function syntax, we don't use function keyword. Instead, we directly use a set of parentheses where we can specify the parameter list. After that, we use this arrow syntax, which is equal to and greater than. And after that, using the curly braces, we can write the body of the arrow function. If we have only one line of code, we can also omit these curly braces. So we are going to use this arrow function syntax a lot because it is simple and it does not involve a lot of code. But when you are working with arrow function, you need to be very careful because there are some things about arrow function which you need to understand before using arrow function. For example, when working with this keyword. And we are going to talk about it in great detail in our coming lectures. So in most cases, arrow function will work just like any normal function, But there are some scenarios where arrow function is not ideal, and we will talk about it in our coming lectures. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.